Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And this is the brother called Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into, as always, Lord willing, to try to make it a fairly quick lesson, but something I was just meditating on right now, and it's concerning the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, you see, which who the world, ignorantly called Jesus Christ, who they think is a so-called white man, soft, frail, effeminate, friendly white man. You see, but getting into these scriptures, the true image of our Lord, a dark-skinned man with an afro, a beard, austere spirit, we understand the true characteristics of our Lord. Look, and that's the man we're about to see. The one whom the Most High have kept for this long time, man. Who the Most High been having Yahweh Shai in the heavens, been keeping him all for the time we're approaching, for him to show himself to his creation. You see? And what a time we in. This could be no matter what the earth have seen in its history, the splendor, the greatness, right? The miracles, divine intervention, whatever it may have seen, the destruction, it ain't go amount up to this one day on when Yahweh Shai go show up. It's going to be put to rest in that day what he look like, right? How he coming back? That's another question that's been raised throughout shared time. The coming of the Lord, how he going to come back? What is going to be like? What he going to look like? You see? But what we have coming to, through the Holy Spirit, come to realize, right, by the Heavenly Father giving us this understanding through his son Yahweh Shai, is that what? These mystery vehicles that they've been speaking about for years, which the world call them UFOs, or now they call them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, right? But as the majority of the world will classify these vehicles as UFOs, unidentified flying objects, in which they've been lied to and told that it's aliens in there, E.T. and the Greys, alien-like men controlling these things. But again, we know that's our people in there. That's the angels in there. That's going to be the way of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being saved out of oppression by way of those vehicles, which we know them as the chariots of Israel. All right. And again, that's the way our Lord will make his entrance into his world, standing on one. Standing on one. Now, mind you, think about how that's gonna have to look in that day. First, he gonna come as a surprise and shock everybody in the world, because it's gonna be another day doing Jacob's trouble. You on a run for another day, thinking you about to suffer. Another day, think we gotta evade Esau. Another day, but look, this day in Jacob's trouble gonna be different. That sun gonna rise one day, and this one gonna be different. He gonna show up. The heavenly realm go come to earth, man. Yahweh Shai will no longer be on the right-hand side of his Father. He gonna be here, and we gonna see him. And look, and I'm gonna get into the scriptures. It ain't gonna be no ghost, like a hologram, like you can see through him, like Project Bluebeam. No, this gonna be a physical man. Just as we got, flesh. Yeah, he gonna be in this extraterrestrial body, a physical man standing on a UFO. However it be, may have a throne on top. On top his chariot. He may be sitting first. You see, he may be sitting on the throne first. That's on top of the UFO, and then get up when he start destroying. Who knows? But the point is, the Lord will be on top of the biggest one, and that's how every eye go see him. Matter of fact, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Let's start right here first in Acts, the first chapter, because again, just like he left this world, as the angels go tell the disciples, the same way he gonna come back. But let's start right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use my phone. So there's Acts chapter 1. And Lord willing, we get straight to the point. That'll be edifying. But this is something that everybody been looking for, right? This Acts 1. Then it's when Yahushua was taken up. This Acts 1 and 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. So Yahushua even was beamed up. It says he was taken up in a cloud, right? And a cloud received him out of their sight, right? Now, what's that cloud? That's what the world knows as UFOs. We know them as the chariots of Israel. Look, the Lord, he got them describing as clouds because, look, you go in your day-to-day life, you might look up and see clouds, not knowing that's chariots, right? Disguising as a cloud. You remember that movie that came out not too long ago by Jordan Peele called Nope, right? The UFO, it was disguised as a cloud the whole time in the movie. So this cloud that took Yahushua up, again, is what the world called unidentified flying object, or UAP. Let's read it again. It says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. That's code word. Because remember, when the prophets wrote these things down, wrote what they seen down, they didn't have the terminology of a UFO. Unidentified aerial phenomenon. They ain't have that. That's why it's not written as such. Remember, the Bible is written in code. So we see he was taken up by a cloud. It says, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, so as they was looking up, as Yahushua getting beamed up, it says, and as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, which is 2 angels. And it says, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven. Come on, man. And the thing, it says, this same Yahushua, the same Lord who was taken up, the same young man who was taken up over 2,000 some years ago, that same man is coming back. Him. Niggas want to say today, I'm him. No, he, him. The same one, him. He coming back, man. That's why it says, let's get that real quick. In Revelation 1, when he do, all eyes go see him, even those who pierced him, right? The same one who got pierced 2,000 some years ago, the same man who coming back. You see? Come on, man. Look, all these people in their reincarnations, they gonna know what time it is. The soldiers who pierced them, Caiaphas and them, right? Wherever they at, wicked high priests and scribes, Because he told them, look, y'all will see me coming in all the glory of my Father. Well, look, we still in that generation. The point is, everybody gonna see their creator in this day. You know how you would think, people say you gotta die in order to meet your maker? No. When Yahushua come back to this earth, your maker is coming meet you. You see, he coming to his creation, man. But as it says, just like he left in that manner, he go come back in the same manner by way of that cloud. The chariots, man. There's Revelation 1 and 7. It says, behold, he cometh. Who is the he? Yahushua. Behold, he cometh with clouds. And it ain't just him. It's the angels with him. Him and his army. It says, and every eye shall see him. And that's that's going to lead into the point of the lesson. Yahushua go be on top of it, man. Everybody go see him. Whether it's in person or you seeing it getting broadcast on TV, you going to see him. And that show, he got to be on top of it for everybody to see him. Because if he was inside, inside, right, the UFO, then how would he be revealed? And again, we prophesying Paul, we know him Paul. We don't know the details, but we can only know what's given to us, what's written. And the few scriptures we go get through the Spirit, it described the Lord being on top of the cloud, standing on top of the mountain, sitting on top of the white horse, man. So every eye go have to see their maker in this day. And Yahushua go come stunting. Look, he an Israelite. We got flavor. All tribes got flavor, but he a Judite. Man, it's the Judite of it. Where you think we all get swag from? Flavor from? Right? Lingo from? From our creator. The Most High gave swag and all that first. This is his ideas. Right? So how much more Yahweh Shai? The Judite of Judites, the Israelite of Israelites go come back in all his glory. You don't think the Lord about to stunt? Come on, man. You feel good when you walk in a room, just a room, doctor's office or something, and everybody looking at you. Right? We feel good just from that we get the attention of the room. How much more when Yahweh Shai come, we go get the attention of the world, man. Not just the city, but the world. Craig, so like, I'm playing. Follow moment. But let's get back to it. Revelation 1:7, it says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so to wild, man. So everybody gonna see the Lord and they're gonna be caught off guard, man. Because who would have ever thought? Again, consider that. Yahweh Shai go come on the last day of Jacob's trouble, because he go come put Jacob's trouble to an end. Right? The day missiles fall and all that. But it's going to be going on. People going to be, in their mindset of daily survival. On the run daily. In a purge daily. But the day he show up is that people go think it's just going to be another day of survival. Another day of running from the troops. Another day of evading robots. Right? Another day of evading people trying to kill you for your food. And just it's going to be like, it seemed like a regular day in Jacob's trouble. But this one going to be different. The earth gonna stop. You see? Come on, man. We gonna finally witness how this man look. His garments, how he coming, like, the chariots. I'm sure they ain't regular little, like they show on TV, like a little CD. I'm sure they got, man, different shapes and sizes and colors and all this. But we go witness that. But as it says, he come up with clouds. Let me get to some Psalms real quick. I've been wanting to get it just to identify what those clouds is. Just like Elisha said when Elijah was taken up by those clouds, man. He said, oh, my father, the chariots of Israel, the vehicles of our salvation. But let me get this in Psalms, because it tell you the clouds is his chariots. This Psalms 104:3, and then we'll get into the precepts on Yahweh Shai being on top of them clouds, man. On top of that cloud. Should I say the biggest one when he come? Psalms 104:3, it says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, talking about the Lord, and it's the point, who maketh the clouds his chariot, and who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Again, Yahweh Shai literally, man, look. Come on, man. How people say, man, you fly, huh? The Lord will be fly, literally. Flying through the skies, man. And everybody looking up in awe, in amazement, that they actually seen a so-called angelic so-called black man pissed off, shooting fire from his chariot and beaming up the Israelites. This is going to catch everybody off guard, man. And that's what we looking for. We looking for this day. But let's move on. Because again, the Lord will come and get us, man. That's our hope. Let's get this in Isaiah 19 first, and then I get 2 Ezra 13. This Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. So when the Lord entered his atmosphere, mainly when he come over here to Babylon the Great, as it's going into Egypt, that new spiritual Egypt is America, right? But that's why I want to get 2 Ezra 13. Matter of fact, let's get 2 Ezra 13. Let's get that, because after Yahweh Shai, he gonna make his appearance. Yeah, let's get 2 Ezra 13 first. Let's go through the process of things, man. Right? So he gonna enter into the Middle East during World War III. That's why he gonna have to plead for his nation first, for his people first. And like he said in Matthew 24, that as the light shineth from the east, even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Telling us what? Just as the sun rise in the east and set in the west, he said his coming go be like that. So he go make his appearance from the heavens in the east, win World War III, destroy them nations, and then make his way over here to the west, to Babylon the Great, and sit and watch him and the angels and the elect and watch missiles drop on this place, man. Let's get 2 Ezra 13. This, what would they say, chronological order. This 2 Ezra 13, and I might read the GNT too. Might go back and forth from the GNT and the KJV. Let's start in the GNT. Now this Ezra's getting a dream of Yahushua coming. 2 Ezra 13:1. The 7 days passed, and the following night I had a dream. And in my dream I saw a wind coming up out of the sea, stirring up great waves. Right? Now, is a reason Ezra seen Yahushua coming out the sea. Now, although we know the waters, the heavens, but in his dream, Ezra's actually seen Yahushua coming out the water, the sea. Because when you go to the end of this chapter, I ain't gonna get it, but when you go to the end of this chapter around verse 51, Ezra's asks, why did I see the man coming out the ocean though? Because we know Yahushua coming from the heavens, but Ezra's asks, why did I see the man coming out the ocean? And the Most High told him, he said, look, just as nobody, man, I want to read it because it goes into what we talking about. Yahushua is being kept back all this time just so his entrance, come on, man. Let's read it real quick, and I'm going to go back to the beginning. So like I'm all over the place. All right? But let's get why he came out to sea. 2 Ezra 13:51. Then said I, O Lord, that bearest rule, show me this. Wherefore have I seen the man coming up from the midst of the sea? And he said unto me, like as thou canst neither seek out nor know the things that are in the deep of the sea, well, even so can no man upon earth see my son or those that be with him, but in the daytime. So nobody ain't gonna see Yahushua, and his persons and the angels for what they truly is and how they go come on that day until that day come. Come on, man. This is what we waiting on. So let's go back to the beginning. 2 Ezra 13:2, it says, in my dream, I saw a wind coming up out of the sea and stirring up great waves. And as I watched, the wind brought with it out of the sea what looked like a man. And as he was flying on the clouds, you see, as Yahushua was flying on the UFO, in other words, as we got on the chariot, it says, and as he was, so yes, the Lord coming back on one, man, in order for all eyes to see him. Now, again, who knows? Because Revelation 19, which, we might get, it says this man was sitting on a white horse, which the white horse is symbolic for that pure power he coming with that chariot when he traveled in the greatness of his strength, as Isaiah 63 say. Man, the Lord might have a big throne on top his chariot, to where he could sit and stand up at his leisure, man. Who knows? But the point is, he go be on it though. Everybody go know who is that in this day. Ain't gonna be no guessing. Cause what could only be the only plausible explanation on when you see Yahushua in the air, that this gotta be the second coming of the son of the Most High. What else could it be? So it says, and as I watched the wind, it brought out the sea what looked like a man. And as he was flying on the clouds, and when he turned his face, everything he looked at began to tremble. And when he spoke, everyone who heard his voice melted like wax in a fire. That's when he shoot out them beams from his chariot. But when everybody look up, they gonna tremble, man. It says, and I looked again and saw a crowd too large to count. Now this the militaries of the world. This is where you get in Revelation 12. It says it's gonna be a war in heaven, with Michael and the angels, with Yahweh, Michael, and the angels in the chariots, the UFOs, as they would say, against Esau, all right, NATO, and they fighter jets, the armies of the nations, fighting each other, man. But we gonna easily win. But it's describing Ezra's describing what he's seen. It says there were people gathered together from all parts of the world to fight against the man who had came out to sea. But again, he coming out the skies, though. We was told why he came out to sea, because nobody go see him, just like nobody could ever discover the bottom of the sea. It says, then I watched a man carve out a high mountain and fly upon it. Now, this high mountain Ezra's seen is again what? The chariot. To tell you how big Yahweh chariot got to be. If Ezra thought it was a mountain. So it couldn't have been, the little regular disc shape, just the standard UFO you see on movies. It had to have some length to it. If it's described like a mountain, it had to have some depth to it, some height to it. Stories high, probably. So Ezra describing this, he said the man did what? He said the man flew upon it. Yahweh coming back on it, man. It says, and man, that's an entrance right there. People after a game like Rudy, the football movie, Rudy went to Notre Dame. People, you get carried on shoulders and all that, but you riding on a chariot? Today, shit, we could be in a chariot in these bodies, and as soon as it move, we could snap our neck, because our body ain't even gonna handle all that pressure and quick movement. But Yahweh go be riding one, though. Not a donkey this time. Not an ass this time. In a coat, No, not an ass this time. Not a donkey. He coming on his vehicle, man. They ghost riding a whip. Hey, Yahweh he gonna come back ghost riding a whip. See, Jake thought they started that, but these prophecies been written. Where you think they get that from? Come on, man. It says, right. And I tried to see, I'm going to read that again. Then I watched a man carve out a high mountain and fly upon it. I tried to see the place or the region from which the mountain was carved out, but I couldn't, right? Because it wasn't a mountain. It came from the heavens. That's like in Daniel 2. It says that stone that was cut out without hands, gonna smash his feet and toes. It says, then I saw all the people who had come together to make war against him. They were terrified, but they still prepared to fight him. And when the man saw the great crowd advancing to attack him, he did not take up any weapons. But the only thing I saw was what looked like a stream of fire coming out his mouth. He sent a flaming wind from his lips and a storm of sparks from his tongue. And it said, and combined together and swept down on the crowd. See, it swept down. I'm telling you, it was an aerial attack, man. And swept down on the crowd that was coming to attack him and burned them all up in a single moment. And that crowd was too large to count, so he gonna easily win World War III. It says, vanished away, and there was nothing left but powdery ashes and the smell of smoke. And I was shocked when I saw what had happened. So again, he gonna come back first and foremost on this vehicle, man. On this machine that man have never seen up close and personal in our lifetime. In pure power. In pure power. Let's jump down. All right, let's jump down. This second Ezra 13, because there's a little more I want to get, because the angel will give him the interpretation of the vision. Let's go to 25. It says, this is the meaning of the vision. The man you saw coming up off the sea represents the one whom the Most High has kept ready for many ages. And he finally about to be released. You know how they show in the movie Release the Kraken? Yahweh Mashiach, the creator of all things, the everlasting Father and the mighty God is about to be released. Come on, man. We in that time. No more they gonna be talking about it since the fathers fell asleep. When it's no, you gonna see it. Everybody is about to meet their maker, man. It says, the man represents the one whom the Most High has kept ready for many ages. He will free the world he created and establish the new order for those who survive. The throne of David will be established in the earth when he come. When he come, man. Let's right. Matter of fact, let me jump down. I'm gonna jump down again. Because it says, verse 49, now when he destroyeth the multitude of the nations that are gathered together. So once Yahushua win World War III, it says he shall defend his people that remain. Now he gonna make his way to the west and can continue on gathering the elect on his way to the west. Just like he said, as the light shineth from the east to the west, he gonna get busy in the east. And once that happen, once he win that, he go defend his people that remain and make his way over here to Babylon the Great, man. Let me get this. I forgot to get this in Revelation 19. It's Revelation 19 and 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, which that white horse symbolic for the chariot, pure power. It says, and he that sat upon him. So it's giving us another similar tool. But the point is, it's still saying Yahushua is on top of it, though. It says, and he that, so yeah, we know how the coming of our Lord going to be. Who else? Vocab can't tell you this. No Christian could tell us this, right? No theologian, right? If I'm saying that right, a pastor and T.D. Jakes, nobody in this world could describe us how our Lord will come back, man. But we able to go into these things. Now, again, we don't know it in every detail, right? But we can give the sense of it. So it says, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. You see that? And make war. Verse 14, and the armies which followed him, which were in heaven, followed him upon white horses. So see the angels coming back with him with chariots too, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. You know, I just wanted to get that one. But let's snag this Revelation. Not Revelation. Isaiah 19, what we had earlier. Because he go ride, as it say, ride into Egypt. He coming to America. So look, even these Americans, they gonna finally see the Jesus they've been, thinking they've been believing in and calling on, right? America heavy in, Jesus. Well, look, he gonna finally show himself for who he really is. Revelation. I keep saying Revelation. It's Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, and it's the spiritual Egypt. It says, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. Just like it said in Ezra, just like in Revelation 19, he will be on top of it, a swift cloud, that chariot. And it says what? And shall come into Egypt. So Yahushua will make his appearance over here in America, over here in the West. That's why I say in Revelation 14, I believe 9 and 10, when it says those who take the MOTB and worship the beast, you're going to burn in the presence of the Lamb and in the presence of the angels. Because once it's all said and done, after Yahushua win World War III, him and the angels, they going to go gather the elect. And for the grand finale, the elect go get beamed up and go sit in a chariot over America, looking down at missiles hitting it, watching this place burn. That's in the presence of the Lamb and in the presence of the angels. And also you can say in the presence of the elect too. Come on, man. We can see it clearly as the day approaching. We can see this happening. Because if it don't, then what else is? Then what else is? It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud upon it, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So when people see Yahushua, they're going to be dying from heart attacks, man. When they see this, when he come on that swift cloud, it says their heart's going to melt in the midst of it. Matter of fact, let's get Luke 21 real quick. And I'll end it off with that. Luke 21. Because again, it's going to be a regular day, seem as in Jacob's trouble. But this one going to be the last day. He come and put an end to it. This Luke 21. And let's start at 25. This is going into Jacob's trouble. Which in this chapter, he hit on, 70 AD and the end of the world. With these verses right here going into our time, the end of the world. Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. So this during Jacob's trouble, with perplexity, everybody bugging out, the sea and the waves roaring. It says, and men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Because ultimately, what men will be fearing from what's coming on the earth? Those missiles. But we know once missiles fall, who else going to show up? Well, the next verse going to tell us. Let's read 26 again. Right? So this during Jacob's trouble, then eventually missiles going to fall. And at the day missiles fall, somebody else going to be revealed. It says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then, so as the missiles falling, and then, so as everybody already going through Jacob's trouble, already on their last, it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory, man. Come on, man. And when these things begin to come to pass, so once Yahweh Shai show up, once we see missiles falling, it says, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. In the twinkling of an eye, we go be in that chariot. Lord willing, that's the hope. That's our hope, man. And you see, and we hoping we get that expectation, you see. But, I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Just wanted to touch on that. As I said, I was meditating on that, earlier. While I was at the job, man, Yahweh Shai is about to make a grand entrance, if it have ever been one. You see, a grand entrance. Not just showing up when the world least expect, but you showing up on vehicles people thought was fake, and you riding on top of one. Come on, man. But again, he an Israelite and a Judite at that. He about to show out. This is time to stunt. He ain't had that opportunity when he came as the lamb. Now he about to go all out. You see, but I'm going to end it right there, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. They keep fighting, keep pushing, and we are almost out of here, And with that, shalom.